Hey, welcome to your yoga practice. I'm Mandy. I'm a yoga teacher and yoga therapist, and I will be guiding your practice today, alongside with Riley, my trusted teaching assistant, who will be here for at least a portion of the practice. Today, we're focusing on embracing all parts, welcoming all parts of ourselves to be here. So, we all have parts that we may not like as much as our other parts. And we have parts that we tend to shun or not show. Sometimes this is called our shadow self or our shadow parts. And these parts may be painful or resistant. They may have received negative feedback in the past and became shy and didn't want to be seen anymore. And all of this is welcome on your mat. We're going to begin in child's pose. And there's two options today for your child's pose. The first one will be to bring your knees apart and big toes together. From this position, you'll walk your hands forward and you could rest your head on a block, a blanket, or by stacking two fists. Another option would be to bring your knees together. This is going to be a little more supportive to your lower back, but I'm going to recommend you have your arms down alongside your torso. So again, you could use a blanket or a block to rest your forehead. So listen to your parts for what choice they'd like to make today. If your knees are apart, this is a little bit more of a hip stretch. And again, knees together is a little bit more into the lower back. As you arrive here, just notice your organic breath, your natural breathing pattern right now as it is. And let's begin to lead the breath. Breathing in, I welcome all parts to be here. And breathing out, I offer all my parts compassion. Breathing in, my parts are welcome. Breathing out, I offer compassion to all my parts. Once more. Breathing in, all of me is welcome here. Breathing out, I extend compassion to all of me and my parts. Stay with this gentle breath for a few more cycles. On your next inhale, rise up into tabletop. If you have any knee trouble, a blanket or a pad could be really supportive underneath your knees. So coming in, spread your fingers wide, stack your shoulders, elbows, and wrists, and your hips and your knees. You're going to inhale, drop the belly to arch your back, draw your chest and chin forward and up. As you exhale, push the floor away. Get strong in your arms and arch your back. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale to move into cow. And then exhale, push the floor away back to cat. Inhale through table, all the way to cow, arching your back, drawing your chest and chin forward. And exhale through cat back to child's. Resting here for a breath. Let's inhale back up through table to cow. And then exhale through cat to child's. And see if you can release this need to do it right and just be open to doing it and feeling it. Let's go one more time. Inhale through table to cow. And exhale through cat back to child's pose. From child's pose, spread your fingers wide and press yourself back up into down dog, lifting your hips and keeping a really generous bend in your knees. Spread your fingers wide and see if you can draw your chest down towards the mat a little bit. We're just going to take a couple breaths here. And then look forward to your hands and see about tippy-toeing all the way up to your hands and lower your hips down to the mat. So you come into a seat on the floor. This blanket is lined up nicely to be under my hips, so I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like support under your hips, that can be helpful. Rest back, keep your knees bent, and let's bring knees together for a moment. This is called constructive rest. And just take a couple breaths to reorient to this new foundation. Bring your knees and feet hip distance apart. Cross your right foot over your left knee. This is called four square, making a little square with our hips. You could place your hand on your right thigh and give a little gentle pressure, but not a push. We're not striving to get this hip externally rotated. We're just supporting. Breathe here. Notice any sensations arriving. You could consider that as a part of you, this one sensation. And you could just welcome it to be here. Instead of pushing that sensation away, see if you can allow. One more breath into your lower belly. Fill your lower belly with air, then expand your ribs laterally. And then as you exhale, chest, ribs fall and belly tones towards spine. Spread your arms out to a T, or you could do goalpost arms, which is elbows bent. Take an inhale, then lower your right foot all the way to the floor. Turn your head to the right. So this is a supine twist, a reclined twist. Then inhale back up to center and replace your foot back on your mat. We'll take the cross on the opposite side. So left foot comes over right thigh. You could again support this external hip rotation with your left hand. We're not pushing, but just lightly supporting. Breathing into your lower belly, welcoming all sensations to be present without needing to judge them or write a story or justify why they're there. Like welcoming a family member into your home. You may at first want to say, "What are you doing here?" But truly, we just welcome them in. Maybe offer them a cup of tea. When you're ready with your exhale, lower your left foot to the right. Spread your arms out to a T and turn your gaze to the left. Breathing here. Close your eyes if that feels safe enough. And draw that breath into your lower belly once more. Exhaling it all out, toning belly towards your spine. Inhale back to center. Replace your soul onto the floor, onto your mat. And let's bring both soles of your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Supta, recline, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. This is a restorative posture If you'd like blocks under your thighs and under your knees, that can be really supportive and create safety in your body and in your mind. And I'm going to recommend we place one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart, or perhaps both on our heart today. And close your eyes and release any control of your breathing. No need to lead the breath right now. Just allow your body to breathe you. Using your hands to guide your knees back up, or you could stay in Supta Baddha Konasana for your entire Shavasana. If you'd like to extend your legs out, support your knees up, and then slide one heel down at a time into your Shavasana. Again, keeping one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Use your organic exhale to allow your body to get a little heavier into the earth. Soften the corners of your eyes and your jaw hinge, allowing your tongue to lay flat at the bottom of your mouth. You might notice a thought or sensation and just welcome it to be here with you as a companion to your Shavasana. Instead of trying to push it away, just allow it to be, but also not needing to grasp onto it or to hold it. And from this quiet, soft, still place, we'll offer our parts a bit of metta, a bit of loving kindness. And you could repeat silently along with me. May my parts and myself be at peace. May all my parts and myself be at ease. May myself and my parts be healthy and whole. And may myself and all my parts be free from unnecessary harm, pain, or suffering. Resting into the silence of your Shavasana. Checking in with all your parts to see when it's time. And if you have more time, I invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. And if your parts are calling, you can begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Reach your hands above head and give yourself a full body, a full part stretch. And then roll to one side, pausing here. And listening from within for when it's time to push yourself up to a seat. We'll sit together silently for a moment before we conclude our practice. Perhaps closing your eyes to come a little more internal, checking in with your parts. How's your body feeling? And how's your breath moving through your body? And how does your mind feel? Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and letting me share some of mine with you. I'll see you in the next one.